You are not sealed like a machine. You are not closed like a perfect box. You are porous, open to the flow of light, air, water, and time. From your first gasp of breath to your last quiet exhale, you exist in constant exchange. With every heartbeat, every bite of food, every second of thought, your body participates in a grand thermodynamic cycle. You are alive because you do not conserve energy. You transform it. You take in low entropy substances, oxygen, carbohydrates, amino acids, rich in chemical potential and structure. And you release high entropy products, heat, carbon dioxide, water, scattered, broken down, simplified. This transformation is not wasteful. It is how life sustains itself. You are not a thing. You are a process, not static, but dynamic. Not preserved, but perpetually renewed through flow. And that flow has a cost. Every second you live, you pay the toll of entropy. You buy the next second by spending a little more order. You remain a pocket of improbability, temporary island of structure adrift in an ocean of increasing disorder. And you endure, not because you resist entropy, but because you ride it for a while. You breathe without thinking, but every breath is a transaction, a precise thermodynamic negotiation with the atmosphere. When you inhale, you're not just filling your lungs, you're inviting oxygen, atoms born in the cores of ancient stars, into your blood. These oxygen molecules are seekers. They move swiftly, purposefully, guided by gradients in pressure and diffusion. Once inside your cells, they participate in a ritual older than language. Inside your mitochondria, tiny organelles descended from ancient symbiotic bacteria, they help dismantle molecules of glucose. This is respiration. It's not the rising and falling of your chest, but the intimate chemistry of life, electron by electron. Through this slow, controlled unraveling of fuel, your body captures usable energy in the form of ATP. Molecular currency spent on motion, repair, awareness. But there is no free energy. With every molecule of ATP created, disorder is increased elsewhere. The products of respiration, carbon dioxide, heat, entropy, are expelled into the world around you. You breathe in opportunity. You breathe out entropy. It's a quiet process, invisible, but it shapes every action you take. It's from the lift of your eyelids, to the shape of a sentence, to the beat of your heart. You are not only made of star stuff, you're fueled by it, and its transformation carries a cost. You were not born in balance. As a baby, your body was full of gradients, chemical, electrical, thermal. Your cells were tightly organized, your enzymes precise, your DNA freshly copied. You were a miracle of coordination, billions of tiny engines running in perfect choreography. But even miracles have thermodynamic consequences. Every act of growth, each cell division, each new synapse, each heartbeat left behind residue. Tiny inefficiencies, molecular errors, imbalances. Entropy didn't rush in, it whispered, subtle and patient, nudging the system away from its improbable symmetry. And so you aged. Not because anything broke, but because everything worked as long as it could. Proteins began to misfold. DNA acquired mutations. Cellular cleanup mechanisms faltered. Mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, became less efficient, leaking energy and reactive molecules into their surroundings. These weren't malfunctions. They were thermodynamic inevitabilities. Your joints ache not because you move too much, but because motion is paid for in wear. Your skin wrinkles not because it forgets elasticity, but because structure requires constant renewal and renewal slows. Aging is not a failure of biology. It is the success of entropy over time. You are not winding down because you broke. You are winding down because you ran brilliantly for longer than the odds should have allowed. In that sense, aging is not the opposite of youth. It is its receipt. A quiet record of energy spent wisely. Entropy does not hate life. It allows it, and eventually it reclaims it. Not cruelly, not quickly, but as part of the balance written into everything that moves. And close your eyes and remember, not just facts, but feeling. The sound of your childhood door creaking, the scent of rain on concrete, the face of someone long gone. This ability is extraordinary, but it is also entropic. Memory is not a playback. It's a reconstruction stored imperfectly in the fragile wiring of your brain. Each memory is a chemical trace, etched through molecular work. Proteins folded, signals amplified, circuits rearranged. To remember something, anything, you must change. You must consume energy. You must allow a little more disorder into the world around you. This is not metaphor. It is thermodynamic fact. Your hippocampus, the seat of memory, is a constant engine of entropy. When you form a memory, it raises the entropy of your surroundings by releasing heat, using oxygen, triggering synaptic adjustments. You never remember for free. And this is why you don't remember the future. There is no trace to reconstruct, no entropy trail to follow. The future is smooth and undisturbed. The past is rippled with friction. That asymmetry between what has left a mark and what is not is what gives time its arrow. And you follow that arrow not just with your body, but with your mind. Entropy touches your thoughts, but it also shapes your heart. There's a reason the most beautiful moments feel like they're slipping away even as they unfold. There's a reason joy is tinged with sadness and love with loss. Emotion is the echo of time. You grieve because something is gone and because it mattered. You celebrate because something was brief and because it happened. Feelings are not separate from physics. They arise because of it. Entropy ensures that nothing lasts unchanged. And so, the most meaningful moments are the ones we know will fade. A newborn's first breath is the final hug with someone you'll never see again. Conversation you didn't know would be the last. These moments carry weight because they are finite. Entropy makes them rare, and rarity creates reverence. In a timeless universe, love would mean nothing. Without decay, beauty would lose its urgency. Without endings, beginnings would be unremarkable. We do not feel in spite of physics. We feel because of it. Entropy does not steal meaning. It distills it. It creates a world in which the fleeting is sacred. And the fact that things end is precisely what makes them worth remembering. Imagine a universe with no entropy. Nothing changes. No heat flows. No stars ignite. No stories unfold. A place without before or after. A place without difference. Would anything matter? Meaning is not born from stillness. It emerges from change, from difference, from transformation, from the asymmetry between now and then. Entropy gives us that asymmetry. It gives us time. Time gives us story. You are not merely alive. You are happening. You are the unfolding of choices, consequences, emotions, and entropy woven into a moment that will never come again. If entropy did not increase, there would be no reason to do anything. No reason to care. No reason to love, to try, to weep, to learn. Meaning is temporal, depends on the past being different from the present and the future being uncertain. Entropy ensures that the future is never fully known, and in that uncertainty lies possibility. It is not chaos, it is opportunity, paid for by time, experienced as change, understood as meaning. So the next time you light a candle, or watch a leaf fall, or hold someone's hand, remember this. You are participating in the very law that governs the stars. And in that moment, however small, you are turning entropy into something more. You are turning it into life.